Um, they say that when you have an elders in the mix of the youth, they think straight. Today on Elder Circle, I have an elder. Normally on Abifa podcast show, when we have our Elder Circle, we talk about elders' lifestyle, their experience, family, education background, advice for the youth, advice for the nation, and we also learn from their blueprint. Today, I have a guest with me, an elder. I will do little introduction. He will do introduction himself. Tell us his full name, when he was born, where he was born, and so on. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Abifa, for inviting me.
Yes, sir.
My name is Dan O. Daniels. Dan Obada Daniels. That's the full name.
It's nice.
I am from Abia State. I was born in January 10, 1945. And I attended my primary school, my hometown, a place called Azumini in Ndoki Okwa local government of Abia State.
Interesting.
My primary school, as I said, is in my hometown, St. Thomas Anglican Primary School, now government school. So I finished my primary school in 1960. I began in 1953. 1960, I finished primary school. In 1953,
Yes,
I was enrolled in that Anglican
primary.
primary school. We started with kindergarten.
Okay.
Now you call it kindergarten.
Yeah.
We stretch our hands. If it touches your ear, you're
You're
qualified.
qualified.
So by 1953, I was accepted. So I was there till 1960 when I took my first leaving certificate.
To enter secondary school.
That's preparation for secondary school.
Yes.
Then 1962, I gained admission into college. That's what we call it in these days.
Yes.
So I graduated in 1966, right before the Civil War. For now, I think that's enough introduction. If you have anything you want to,
Yeah.
you want
Between
clarification.
1960 and 1962, you finished
1960,
and 1962. That 2 years. Were you at home doing? What were you doing before you?
1960 is when I finished primary school.
Okay, but you entered 1962.
62,
So
19,
well,
in between.
yes.
You're right, Abifa. That's a good question. At that point, my dad died earlier before I grew up to the level, and there was nobody that I can rely on and say he will take care of my secondary school. My mom, even though she was a very hardworking woman, God blessed her, and she was taking good care of the family. I had only one sister, and she had only one child. Our mother had only one child,
Okay.
that sister.
So that means we are only two
Yes,
from your dad.
from my dad. No, three from my dad.
Okay.
My younger brother, late now.
Okay.
So,
Are you the eldest?
hmm?
Are you the eldest?
the first son.
Okay, first son.
My sister is as old as my. Is very very old. So
She's
what?
alive.
Hmm?
She's alive now.
No,
Okay.
she's
Right.
normal. So what happened then was that there was nobody. I didn't think of going to college. So I met some men in my place. We are riverine.
Okay.
Some men that dig gravel
Okay.
from the water.
Okay.
So they'll hire me with some other guys. We go and dig gravel under the water, and then they'll pay us on daily basis 1 and 6. 1 shilling 6 pence.
Even at that your age.
At that age, I was 15 then,
Yes.
1960.
Yes.
So one day during Easter holiday, normally before I go to anywhere or I do anything, I love my mom so much. I'll give you the background of that one if there is time. So she used to sell soap, bar soap and kerosene. So I will carry the load to her shed in the marketplace before I go to school. Now now that I'm no more going to school, I will bring it and shed it before she comes to the market. Then I go home. Then I go and join those people to do the gravel digging. So what happened at that point in time, one of the Easter holidays, the young lady, we were in the same class in primary school. She met me after I was settling my mother's thing.
Sure.
She said, "Dan, what are you doing to yourself?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Don't you want to go to college?" I looked at her and said, "Are you okay?" And she said, why are you saying that? You're a very brilliant man, a very brilliant young man. Why don't you? I said, "There is nobody to train me. My sister is just got married." She said, "Why don't you go take the entrance exam? If you get admission, send the letter to your sister in Lagos with her husband and see whether God will help or not. If you sit down like this, we just end up anyhow."
The lady was advising you like this.
Yes, a girl of my age. She had admission and came back on holiday for Easter. So I said, "Okay, I don't hear you." So I went back, I thought about what she said. I told my mom. My mom said, "Who is going to train you? I better come on for road." I said, "Okay." I told you I work with some people, they pay me this 1 and 6. So the little that I saved, one early morning, I took off. I went to Aba. I was looking for where they do entrance exam. They told me I should go to one place, St. Marcus Primary School. I will meet at least two schools. So I rushed to that place. And lo and behold, I found one. And the woman, he said, "My friend, you came late. Go and join them in the exam." He said, "Give me your money." I gave her the money. And she kept the money and the form. He said, "When you finish the exam, you come and fill the form. You're almost late. Very, very late." I said, "Okay." I was nervous. I entered, I sat down, and then I wrote what God gave me the grace to do. Then after that,
Without preparation.
So I came back home. After 2 weeks, the letter came that I have passed the entrance. Then I went to my mom. She said, "I've told you there is no exam that you take, even if it's in heaven. You take, you will not always pass.
You always pass.
Always pass it.
But this time who will sponsor you?
Who is going to do it?" And she started crying. I kept quiet. I said, "Okay." After a while, my sister I sent the letter to her. She responded.
From the city.
By the time she sent me a response, that time has expired.
For payment.
For the school. So I went to that my girlfriend, that lady. I said, see. He said, don't worry. Since she says she will pay, just go back to primary standard 6, join the people of this year, this level.
She was still the one
advising me. I should go there, follow them in the next entrance in the following year. I said, okay. I'm trying to explain to you why the 2 years.
Yes, I would want to know.
So that's how I did, and I succeeded. Before I know it, my sister and her husband, they sent the school fees. They bought everything that the school needed. It was very funny. In my hometown, during Christmas holidays in the church, they called people, different group of people, to come and do Thanksgiving. So when they call college people, I stood up. Everybody said, when did he get permission? How did he do it? Who is he? What then after they were in the church, I followed the young men and ladies that are already in the school
for Thanksgiving.
So when they asked my mom said, so you see, Amo, say my sister and myself, they have agreed, and she's going to school next January. That's how I entered secondary school.
That is 1962.
62.
That means, with calculation now, you entered secondary school at the age of 17.
Yes.
You're a big boy then now.
What do you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you that I impregnated somebody before I went to school? And the lighter mood. Yes. And the lighter mood. Yeah. So that is what happened at that time. So my kind of human being, I was very liberal, very friendly. And because I was in that form, I was in that kind of mindset. I had friends in school. But unfortunately, those friends, at the end of our 4th year, they were all sacked. Because the son of the proprietor, we all went out to, enjoy ourselves in the town. Not knowing that he has smoked weed, Igbo.
That's the son of the
owner of the school. So he became what they call mad.
Sure.
And they carried him back to Port Harcourt to a hospital. And then they said all the friends
that went with him,
that were with him, and I was with him, they said would be sacked.
Expelled from the school.
Expelled from the school. So this God that I served, but then I wasn't born again. I was just a church goer, Anglican church. So when they gathered our names and they took it to the principal and the rest of them, my name was there. But the school band master, because our school was known for our school band.
Wow.
He said, if you expel this young man, our band will collapse, because for in our place there at Uguta, they know our school as a very
good band.
Very good. We had very good band amongst all the colleges around. He said, our band will collapse. Please give him a chance. If he fails this exam,
we expel him.
Let him go.
But let's just give him the chance.
I didn't know. So all I knew was that at the end they sacked those my colleagues. I stayed. The bandmaster called me, said, "You see, See this, see what happened. If not because of this, you would have gone. I didn't know this. It was when I became a man and walking with God, I realized that the hand of God was upon me.
Sure.
So that's at that point. During our graduation in that secondary school, they were calling prophets. I mean, prefects.
Prefect, okay.
So I was made the band prefect
Okay.
for the school. It was so funny. When they call the school prefect, come and receive prize, house prefect, and all them call. When it was my turn, they called the band prefect. I was the last to be called.
Okay.
The band prefect. This whole place is locked dead.
Rejoicing.
I'm telling you, the younger ones, everybody was screaming my nickname. I don't want to say it.
Say it now.
That was then. If I say it now, it's going to revolt. Amplify will magnify it.
You know the whole world is watching you.
That's
so
right.
People who knows you,
they know, but they won't come and say it again because that era is gone.
Now, after that incident, you left secondary school, and starting secondary school at 17, you were a prefect in school. So by the time you spent another 4-5 years in secondary, you are a man at 22, 23. You left secondary school. What happened after you left? Did you get job, or you still went further to education, or you got married? Or what did you do after that secondary school?
That's another load.
Yes, we want to know. People want to learn.
After secondary school, yes, 1966.
Yes.
I came back home. We were waiting for our results. So opportunity came for me to go to Lagos and meet my in-law and my relations. So I got there, and I didn't stay more than a week, and the instruction came that our result has come out. Anybody who took WAEC should go to WAEC office and check. I was so nervous. I went. The crowd was so much. I told my sister, I said, I'm going back. Let me go to my school and find out. So I went and checked my results, and it was good. So I came back home and relaxed. That was December 1966. And then nothing was happening. That was towards the ending of 66. 67, they announced that the war between Nigeria and Biafra has begun. July 67. And everybody was confused. What do we do? Some of our relations were still in Lagos, some in Kaduna. So the war began, and nothing anybody could do to stop it. A few months later, I was in Onitsha. And then they said I should come home. I got home. All my friends joined the army.
The Biafran army?
Biafran army. And unfortunately, I got another friend. I don't know what I did to him. He gave me a stick of cigarettes. I thought we were friends. I smoked it, and I became sick. By this time, my friends have joined the army. So I was in the sick bed in the hospital. That delayed my going as early as possible.
With them, to join
them. So, as God, my Father, does it, I recovered. So when I recovered, I told one of my cousins, I said, listen, I cannot stay here. I must go and join the army. Let's go. You will stay here. Everybody will leave, only the women and the kids. What are you going to do?
So all the young men have joined the Biafran army.
Yes. Some that could not just find somewhere to hide themselves. So I went and joined the army at Aba. And during the training, I discovered that one of my juniors in our school
Yeah.
was a lieutenant
In the Biafran army.
in the Biafran army. I approached him and said, how? How come? He called me that my nickname. He said, if you want to, you can too. You're qualified for it. I said, okay. After the training, they put me in the artillery. We shoot plane, Nigerian plane, with
Rocket.
rockets,
Is it an English rocket or locally made rocket?
locally made.
Sure.
So I was in that team. Then I saw another one of my schoolmates. He also became an officer, a second lieutenant. I made up my mind. I said, no. If I have to die during this war, I will not die ordinarily. I must be an officer.
Officer also.
Let me just die honorable
Officer.
death. So that's what pushed me. I hope you're listening. When you listen, you're smiling. So I joined. I went there, and as God could do His things for me, He put me around another old friend. He was in the food directorate. Food directorate.
Okay.
In the headquarters. So I walked to him there. I said, this is what I heard. He said, yes, that they are recruiting
Officer.
cadets
Okay.
in the School of Infantry. If I'm interested, that he will arrange when the next batch of people that will bring food from that area for the brigade, he will arrange with them. He will invite me. I will join their vehicle because there's no transport. It's very far away to another state. So I got ready. When he called me, I went. They took me and dropped me close to the School of Infantry.
Okay.
I went there. Lucky enough, one of my friends in secondary school that was sacked, he came from
among those that were sacked when you went for the party.
Exactly.
So he's also in the Biafran soldier.
Yes, he came for the same.
Okay, he came together. Not that he was there.
No, he came.
So you met yourself.
We met ourselves, and it was very interesting because he's a go-getter. Well, a lot of people had a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, when they come for that training, I didn't have any money. He himself didn't have any money. So we took the entrance, the exam.
Okay.
And that exam, I didn't know that I should come with a pen and a paper or something. I just went there.
So you went to make inquiries.
Yes.
So
when they said, go inside there, there is a question for you. They want to know who is qualified academically. I didn't have any. The man at the gate said, my friend, you came here, you didn't have any barrel. Are you going to write on my head? I said, he said, okay, I have a barrel. Look for a paper. I asked, nobody's listening to me. I stepped outside. I was looking for where I could find a piece of paper. There was a cement bag. I saw it. I tore it. Dusted it and came inside. I said, sir, give me your barrel. He gave me. Then I started writing. At the end, I succeeded.
You wrote with?
I wrote with that
paper, cement paper.
They passed me. I said, okay, this is good.
Situation.
Yes, this is good. So the next step was to go for medical tests. I passed the medical test. They said it's
so all this was done during the Biafran war. All this was done.
Yes, yes. Before you could not ordinary recruitment of soldiers.
To the officer cadet.
This is officer cadets. So I went for the test. After the test, we went for what do you call it? This obstacle. You climb and
Okay.
climb down,
Like
run and
training.
do all those kind of things. Then after that, we went for cross-country race. All these things to see your stamina and everything.
Strength.
After that, I was qualified. What was about to disqualify me was my height. Just the same way that school band man rescued me. So the same thing happened here.
Another person rescue you again.
Another person rescued me.
Want to
They
do about
called me for special interview.
Okay.
I went in. When they said, oh, big officers are lined up, sitting down like that. So they said, as I stepped in, they said, look, what? I got myself.
Attention.
Then he said, move forward. I stepped forward because I'm good at imitating something that is good. At that time, our parade
officer
teacher,
okay.
I learned the way he steps. He was so special. So when he commanded me, I moved and banged my leg. Bash. They were looking at. They say, okay, enemy at the right. Shoot. I turned with my eyes boldly. I said, I commanded. Enemy at the right. I shouted. All of them on the table laughed. So they qualified me.
With your action?
With everything.
So that action together that day?
Together. They qualified me. So I joined. I was so happy. I joined that, my friend. And we started moving, looking for food. We'll go to Mami Market. People that have money will see. It's so funny, my brother. Some of our colleagues, the moment they see myself or that my friend, they know we don't have money. We'll come to beg. Please let me have some balls. It's so funny. As soon as they see us, they'll spit in their food. so that we don't have to. Because if we go and your man says mercy or so like that, I'll just grab the thing and mold it and put it in the soup and put it in my mouth. Go and do your worst. And that will run my belly for that. It's so funny. So in the dormitory,
yes, sir,
it was up and down. The bed up and down. Yeah. I was under. And the man, the young man was up there. He would smoke cigarette. And then the smoke will come. I'll just
you're holding breath.
Because I didn't have money to buy cigarette.
So automatically you are also smoking.
So in the morning or so, when they call us for parade, the first thing I go when he steps out, I go to his bed.
Bunk,
I see the ashtray. I pick
leftover.
Those ones. I hide it. So when we come back, I tear it and look for paper or something.
You rewrap it.
Smoke and feel good. It was terrible then.
Sure.
So when they call us to go for bush exercise, that's go to practice how you will perform inside jungle against the enemy.
Yeah.
So when we got to that place, before we got to that place, I have sold my boots, my cap. What was left was my belt. To eat before all those days. So this time when we got to this place, they were giving us food. And because I didn't have shoe.
But how you coping without shoe in the jungles? Or you were wearing something lighter?
There was no shoe. That's what I want to tell you. I got a cut. I was bleeding profusely.
From your foot?
Yeah.
God.
And the counter, the people, they divided us into two. One group represent Nigeria, and one our own, Biafra. So if they catch you, you will be disqualified. either you go back and start from the beginning. This was towards our ending
Of
of
the
the training. So because of that, this thing, I was almost caught. But this same God said no. I passed. By the time we marched and came back to the camp,
Yeah.
about several miles, so we walked from the jungle back to the camp. The moment they said, I swear, I was like this.
God.
Then one of the guys for the thing said, who is officer by then? My home name, my father's name was not Daniel. I mean, I wasn't answering Daniel. It was my father's name.
Okay, they call you.
It's Nwabara.
Okay.
Who is Dan Nwabara? My man went, Fiam. Maybe they want to relegate me. So I came out, he said, there is a young lady who came here since yesterday waiting for you. I said, me? He said, yes. He said, okay. I followed him. Lo and behold, my girlfriend.
That same lady that gave you the information.
No, not that one.
Oh, that one.
That one was secondary school days. This was war.
Okay. So you had a girlfriend during what time?
Before. Well, let me not forget what I'm saying.
Okay.
So this one we started when I came back from the hospital. I told you that I was sick.
Okay.
She took care of me. We were friendly. So at this time when I went for this course, she asked questions and they told her where I was.
Okay.
And she traced and came to that place. So when I followed the man who announced, I went to his corner. Lo and behold, he said, I said, Rebecca, how did you get here? He said, I've been looking for you now that I've seen you. Oh yeah. She opened her bag. She brought a bunch of banana. I said, my God. She brought a packet of cigarette. I said, I have come back alive. So I said, wait. I told that man that kept her, I said, oh God, please give me 1 minute. I ran. I went to call that my friend. I said, it don't happen, no. What happened? Come with me. I said, this is banana. This is cigarette. The way he grabbed at the banana and myself, we were swallowing it. Rebecca said, you're so hungry. Have you not been eating
for days?
Where do you buy food here? I said, Mami Market. He said, oh yeah, let's go. She took us, two of us. We went to the Mami Market. As soon as we got to that place, the woman said, these two boys that don't have money. So they have known you. These two boys that don't have money. Why are you here? You want to buy on credit? Rebecca said, Ma, this is money. How much will it cost till the 1 week when they will finish the graduate? The woman told her, she counted and he said, if they are hungry, if the thing is more than this, during their parade
break period,
during their ceremonial parade of passing out, I will be here. I will pay the balance.
Let him just eat.
Just
for both of you,
for two of us.
Sure.
Just. The woman looked at us. I looked at my friend Sam. We smiled. I said, this is good. So that's how that place. We graduated. As soon as we finished, they took us to Umuahia, the place to meet the general himself, or Timogo Juku.
The late
Odumegwu, but it's still not. It's not dead in our.
Yes, for Biafrans.
In our eye, in our hearts. So we.
He came back.
He came back. By then.
So the headquarters of the Biafra was where? Not Aba.
No.
I mean the headquarters of the where you met in Kemba.
Where we met him is at Umuahia.
Umuahia, okay, that's what I want to get.
That's where we
met him.
All
officers, all the soldiers.
No.
Okay.
Our set.
Okay, your set.
We were intake 19.
Okay.
In 1968. When we graduated, they took us to go and meet him, so that he will commission us for official commissioning to give us PIP.
Yeah, the official rank.
Yes. So when we went and he saw, we were seated in a big hall. They said, he's coming. And when he came in, all of us stood up and he sat down. Instead of sitting behind the table,
yeah,
he mounted the table and sat on the table facing us and put his packet of 555 cigarettes. I don't know if you know 555 cigarettes. You wouldn't know because you were not there. So with his 555 cigarette, he will light and smoke. Just a draw or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then he keep it in his between his fingers and he will be talking. He's so eloquent. So eloquent and authoritative. And every topic was inspiring. So he talked to us and inspired us and inspired us. When that cigarette burns, I was watching him. He get to the tip. He will drop it in the ashtray and light up another cigarette, and then change the topic. And then he was talking. He talked for us for a long time. And what he was saying was really motivating me inside. He changed me. He changed me. So after that, they said, okay. We were decorated with one PIP, 1 star.
Yeah, 1 star.
And then we were deployed to go and do the needful.
The reason why you were recruited.
They deployed us div, from div to brigade, from brigade to battalion to defend our axis.
War front.
In the war front. So when we brought us to a place called Nsulu, that is where our brigade was. They want to deploy us again. We were on the parade ground. Suddenly, these gods, this time I remember the things he had done. I cannot but hold myself inside. He said, they posted me to Onitsha. Rain came. They said, as well. They said we should go back inside the place where they kept us. And when the rain stopped, they said, choice of brigade. Choose where you want to be. I looked at Sam.
Your friend.
My friend. Sam said, oh boy, I'm going back home to my people at Owerri. I said, yes, I'm going back to my people, to the place where I left. So they posted me back to where I was an artillery.
Yeah, where you did training.
By the time I came back, my mother, my relations, everybody came to that camp. They gave them at the backyard to stay.
I see their children.
They were there. And the young man that did that to console them since they couldn't find me again. Because when our place fell, they packed their loads and started looking for as refugee where would be the company.
Okay, they bombard your place.
Yes.
The Nigerian army soldiers.
See, from the time Port Harcourt fell,
okay,
everybody started.
They failed Port Harcourt first. They targeted Port Harcourt first.
Port Harcourt fell, and then my people, everybody was running. It is so pathetic and so I don't know how to describe it. If you have your mom or your father, and your father is old or is sick, when you move from here to Odogunyo, because the Nigerian soldiers have come to occupy this place, when they start bombing that place, or aircraft, air bomb, you call your daddy And your daddy, if he's not strong enough to follow you to move, you say, okay, stay here. God will take care of you. You leave him
Hmm.
and move. Because he cannot
You
move
cannot
again.
move again.
Even if you're a child
Hmm.
sick like that,
Hmm.
you
Cannot
cannot
move. You have to abandon the
just
child
abandon the child.
and
Go.
move alone.
If the man or your dad or father dies,
Hmm.
the best thing my people were doing was to beg the people of that area before they move to the next place. They bury him there and plant a tree near where they bury him, so that
Whenever
if
they
we
come back,
eventually come back,
you
we
know where
will
he's going.
find the grave there. That was the order. So they put my mom at that place. God brought me back to that place.
To see your mom again.
When they saw me, it was wonderful. My mother went to the market, that place, and looked for a live chicken and brought and cooked
Welcome
to
dinner.
welcome me. That's phase one.
Yes.
I should continue.
Continue. The viewers are enjoying you. It's an experience.
Okay.
It's an experience. Majority of those who are watching us, sir, they never experienced the civil war.
Yes. That's why they should not look for it.
Yes. And part of what we invited you for, before this stage, when you told me you are part of the soldiers in the Biafra, I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised because with your age, I knew you were a young man before 1967, 97, before we were born. Even when we were born that period, we still read history. But with your experience, we want people to listen to you.
Okay. So
to hear from you. You're a soldier in the Biafran.
So when they posted me, I came back home after the celebration. Very good. They posted me again inside jungle. That was when I knew that Kakino the leader.
Sure.
So inside the jungle, they gave me a platoon to lead. And they gave us a background of how we should defend. Put me on a battalion. I mean a battalion.
Okay.
But inside the battalion, they gave me a platoon.
Okay.
So my platoon, I had some group of boys that are supposed to lead.
Yeah.
So we were told we were supposed to catch or conquer a school, primary school at Uguta 2, the other side.
Okay.
And that place is very close to the oil well of the area.
Of that place.
That side.
Who was controlling before then? Is it Nigeria that was controlling, or no? But that place was Vikas.
No, it was Biafra.
Was Biafra?
It's Biafra, southeast.
Okay.
But Nigeria,
we're coming.
So they put us. I was supposed to defend here. Another platoon, the other side. Another platoon this way. So we were supposed to meet at that local school. So when we started, the jungle matured.
Yeah.
The boys could not move. That's when I look at these young men like this. I thank God for their lives. Because we were like this then, as young as they were. Then the shots, the bullets were coming this way, and we are supposed to come out at the main road. It was coming straight like this. So they shot one of my boys. He died. Then I wanted to crawl to see what is going on. My bassman, because I had two bassmen, domestic and operational.
Okay.
So my bassman, he grabbed my belt and pulled me back. He said, "Oh God, don't go there. Don't go there." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, let me go. So he went, crawled, they got him. Ah!
From behind.
No, the
Okay,
bullet was flying like this, and he came like this. If the bullet has entered direct, he would have died. But he's, oh God, they don't shoot me, they don't shoot me. The blood was all in. So what I did was my bullets in the belt that I gave to him because I had to.
Yeah.
And I had medicine.
Okay.
So I pulled that in. I said, can go to the Arubi. So as he was going, I put my belt. I turned. The boys were not moving. I grabbed a shrub,
Okay.
one small stick like that.
Yeah.
I was saying, move forward. I was flogging them, move forward, move forward. Then I found, just like they give injection, bullet enter my
Your leg?
my leg. I noticed blood all over my leg, flowing. I said, ah. Then another young man said, ah, Oga, they got you, they got you. Oh yeah, let's go outside. He grabbed me. I didn't want to go, but when I looked at myself, this leg became weak. So he said, okay. As they took me, because that Ohumba, the place is called Ohuba in Oguta, Oguta 2. The natives cut that cut that bush, made it clear from far distance,
so you can see.
so we can see. So they saw the two boys that were holding me to bring me out to the ROV. They shot. The boys dumped me. I ran away. I was
on the floor.
I laid down. I saw myself on the pool of my blood. Then I remembered my mother. So I looked and I said, so this is where it's going to end. Nobody. Before I knew it, I saw a small boy, at least he should be 15 or 14 years old. He didn't have a gun. He just had one small stick, like a small boy that is going for a message for his father. He was on the ground, on the grass, and was coming towards me. He knew my name. He called me, said, so they got you. Okay, I cannot carry you. Let me go and call the boys. Many of the boys were running away from the bush, but he was coming back. That's what baffled me. He was coming back to the bush. The jungle was matured. So he went and brought some other two people, and they helped me, himself too. And we got to the Arogi. At the Arogi, there was a big gongoro where they put truck, where they put people who got wounded because injury. Medical. They give us treatment there, but that was not enough. They were supposed to take us to a hospital, but they cannot drive you alone.
They wait for other
casualties. They want other casualties. So every one of us inside this thing were just like animals, blood everywhere. So I asked for water. They said no. They give me water that I will die. So I was so thirsty. Before I know it, my younger brother, Madu's father, he came. He traced where I was and came to my place. Himself and my domestic batsman. They prepared food to bring for me to the jungle. Then they got to that place. They found that I had been shot. So that's when it was time. All of them followed me. Plus that boy, his name is Sonny. That small boy. They followed me. They followed the truck, carried us to the hospital. A place called Awo Mama Hospital. That's where they went and take us. They removed every of my dissing and wore me this this hospital something that
Yes.
they tie at the
Yes, the
back.
tie at the back.
Uh-huh. So I noticed that my manhood has been cut.
During the bullet.
That bullet cut it like this.
Serious?
Cut. It didn't cut it deep.
Yeah, just
On top of it and entered this leg
the other second
and
leg.
stayed.
The bullet stayed there.
The bullet stayed there. So after when the whole thing, they said Nigerians have come in that hospital area.
Nigerian
Soldiers
were closer to the
were
hospital.
closer to, so everybody was running. Hospital, nobody.
Doctor, everybody will
was
find one
running.
now. Nobody coming to.
So I had these crutches
Mm.
because I couldn't stand up. I
Yes.
was just walking like this. I had the crutches. At that time, the pain has gone. Even though I was still having this thing, but because I don't know this, my God, I was able to go with that crutches to back to where we got the training as officers. Because another state,
You trekked.
with my brother and my best man and that Sonny. Then Sonny said,
Even with your 1.5 leg.
yes. Sonny said, he called me, said he's leaving me, that he's nearing his hometown. I said, okay, bye bye. That's how we got to that place. Then suddenly we saw a big Wongoro that was carrying people. They said the war has ended. I was carrying people towards. I said, where? The big bus was packed jam. It was open. Packed jam. There was no space. I didn't know when I grabbed that vehicle.
Even with the wound.
With the wound and everything, I dumped myself on top of somebody. In the truck and my brother. That's how they carried us and brought us down to Aba. Aba is near my hometown.
Yeah, I know that's near.
So when we got to Aba, before we got to Aba, oh my brother, so much happened now, which I don't want. It would take our time. It would take our
now,
time.
with this your experience,
ask questions.
The Civil War experience, what with present state of this country, Nigeria, Biafra,
Yeah.
with the youth, your people, you still want Biafra?
See, Biafra is enigmatic.
Okay.
It's not something that you will say you wish away.
Can be washed away.
It cannot. But the issue there is that if this country called Nigeria, which we were supposed to be part of,
Yeah.
if they accept us, just like they told us, no, what's his name? Gowon said,
No winner.
no
vanquish. How did they put himself?
he says no vanquish.
No vanquish. No something. No, sorry, I forgot. So continue, sir.
So that was the thing that melodies a lot of young men like me. We came back, and we came back. I didn't still. We didn't have money in Nigeria. People who had money suffered because they gave them. Doesn't matter how million, like Ojuku. All they need, they will give you is £20 with all the millions they had in the bank before. They gave you £20.
To all soldiers?
No, to everybody in the East. That when the war ended.
Okay, to start like that.
To start yourself.
So they gave £20.
No, the people that had money in the bank.
Okay.
Nigerian bank.
Okay.
So I wasn't working. I had nothing. So when I came, I want to tell you another phase now after the Civil War. Now I had to come back to Lagos.
After the Civil War.
After the Civil War, 1970. I was able to pick some cash. And I found myself in a big vehicle, another big vehicle to Onitsha. Then from Onitsha to Lagos, Stracha Street, where I know. I got to the Stracha Street. It wasn't a good
Well.
place anymore. They didn't welcome me. So I became homeless. I was hungry. So I was going from where Strachan Street is. You wouldn't know. You know Tafawa Balewa.
Yes, I know TBS.
Tafawa Balewa. You know that's a bus stop there.
Yeah, what they use for BLT now.
So that is the place that I used to come and sit down, watching if I can find anybody that I know who could give me some money to buy beans or amala and eat. So I was there, then I saw one of my schoolmates. He came. He said his brother sent him some money and directed him to meet his friend. He should prepare and get a visa and come to UK. So I said, where you staying? He said, if you stand at that bus stop, there is a bus quarter up there. You will see that. They said that's the bus. I said, can I come and stay? He said, no. He said, there's no space. But he directed me to one young man called Bayo, a panel beater. Bayo said, what are you doing? Come to a place called Morocco. How many of you know Morocco?
You know Morocco.
If I should stop, you tell me. So he took me to Morocco. So from Morocco, I started walking up and down, and then I saw another friend of mine, Mr. Green Lawrence. We were together when the war started. But he left and came to Lagos.
He escaped.
Yes. So by the time we finished and came back, he was almost done with his university
Education.
at University of Ibadan. So he saw me and said, Dan. I looked at him. Lord. He said, what are you doing here? I said, well, we don't finish one. This is what is happening. He said, okay, follow me. With one other friend. I followed him to his place in Sulere, to his fiancée. So he introduced me to his fiancée's elder sister. Said, this is my friend. Mama Yemi, can you help him? He's looking for a job. Mama Yemi said, Mama Yemi has a shop at the Federal Palace Hotel in Victoria Land. He said, okay. She cannot employ me, that she will take me to Federal Palace and see whether they will give me a job. So I'm qualified. I said, yes, I'll go to that place. He said, come tomorrow morning. The following morning, I went to Federal Palace with this friend that I saw Lawrence. When we got to that place, the woman said, okay, follow me. I followed her to the personnel office, personnel manager's office. They say one John Alaki. He said there is no accommodation anymore. So unless I would take a janitorial job, that's cleaning the toilet and mopping floor. I said, okay, I will. The young man who came with me said, he called me, damn, you. I beg him now make you come out. The woman said, okay, if I come, I should come back tomorrow. I said, I will come. When we left, he himself has his uncle working in Shell. I talked to my man. I said, you will go. They give you food. They give you accommodation. I have nowhere to go. You tell me I should not go. I said, he was telling me you were an army officer to come this low to clean floor and all that. I said, don't worry. The next morning I got to that place. They gave me uniform. I started cleaning. One important thing that happened that strengthened me, I was cleaning. I don't know if you enter Federal Palace. The hallway, very long hallway like this.
In the middle.
In the middle.
Rooms like this.
Yes,
Like this.
yes. But then there was no carpet. It wasn't carpet. So we will scrub it and then clean it. as I was, there was no mop.
Mm.
There was no mop then. It was
Mm.
big towel.
Mm.
You use the brush and
Mm.
scrub
The floor.
the floor,
Mm.
this type of tile. After scrubbing it, you
Right.
use the towel and then you spread it like this and be coming until
Get
you
to
got
the
to
head.
the end. So as I was spreading that this thing, the nightclub closed and the casino. So the people who were coming out from the casino,
Yeah.
I mean from the nightclub, one of them said, "Hey, hey, hey, don't you see that people are stop that nonsense. Let us pass." I said, "Okay, just wait, let me," as I was told, the other one stepped on that big towel. I lifted up my head. He called me my name.
Child.
He said, "What are you doing here?" This was a captain. All of us were in the same brigade.
During the Biafra war.
He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, boy, my soul."
Mm.
He said, now you have brought yourself too low. He doesn't know what I'm
Yeah.
going through.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Don't worry, don't worry." They passed. I did that work. Then I noticed that the company had a football team, and in their bus they wrote Federal Palace Hotel Football Team. As they were going, I ran after them. I said, "I can play football. I play very well." They,
Run after the boss.
they stopped. So they asked me.
Without any interview, as usual. And God is always
That is
intervening
what
for
I'm
you.
saying. That is what I'm saying. So you can understand.
Mm.
So one of them said,
Mm.
"Oh boy, you speak very well. Did you go to secondary school?" I said, "Yes. I went to PMGS." He said, What are you doing with cleaning? Cleaning. I said, "I came. I asked
The job.
for a job. They said it's only this one that is available, and I don't have any choice."
Yes.
He said, "Can you play ball truly?" I said, "Yes. Now I was playing for my school." He said, "Can you come and join us? Let me go and take permission." He said, "Next time they will take me." Next time they took me, they were so happy that I played well with them. So that's how that young man, his name is Mr. Akpa, he was in accounts department. He told me, he said, "Why don't you go to chief accountant and tell him that you are qualified to be in there and where he himself is in the accounts department?" I said, "Oh boy, that one." He said, "Go and do." I went. When I got to the office of the, because my uniform I was wearing, then I took air freshener from the room. I sprayed on my hair, sprayed on all the places, so I will not smell.
You said fine.
Yes. So I went to chief accountant's office. The secretary said, "Yes, what do you want?" I said, "I want to see Oga." He said, "Who sent you?" I said, "Nobody sent me. I came by myself." He said, "Came by yourself? What message do you have? Give me, I'll give him." I said, "No, it's personal." He said, "Get out of this place. Get out of this before I push you. Stupid boy." Then the chief accountant came out and said, "What's going on?" He told him, and the chief accountant laughed and said, "Young man, come in." He took me to his office. In the office there, he called one of his staff and then asked him to bring a pen, give me a pen and a paper so I can write an application. So I wrote an application right there, and he was impressed. So he told me I should come to him in the afternoon tomorrow so he can take me to the general manager, the white man, Mr. McCarthy. So that same evening, I had a hinge in my spirit that I should go and meet Mrs. Green, the woman that is in charge of housekeeping, and tell her in advance so that she will not say I sidetracked her. And so she looked at me when I finished my story. She said, "Okay, I will help you, but go and remove the goatee. Remove that goatee and look like a fresh man." I said, "Thank you, ma." So the next morning, She went and saw the white man and told the white man that somebody will be coming. Then when McCarthy misunderstood her. I was not the person that McCarthy was expecting. Mrs. Boyo's boy. So when the chief accountant came with me, McCarthy asked him, after explaining, he said, okay, Mrs. Green came and told me that Mrs. Boyo is sending somebody. He said, Chief Accountant, you don't need to say anything. I have already accepted him.
Yeah.
So what happened is that he will work with me in the control. Chief Accountant said, no, I brought him so that he will approve it so he work in my account directly. The man said, no, I have already made up my mind for Mrs. Boyo's matter.
So double choice.
So he took me in. I mean, he said, the chief accountant, please go. Both control is in your account department still. So chief accountant went. So the next morning when I came, he told his secretary to take me to control office and introduce me to Mr. Steve. So his secretary took me to control office. As soon as he opened the door, he said, Oga said I should bring this young man to you. And as he opened his eyes and he saw me, he screamed, my Oga, you survived. Oh, thank God, thank God. Everybody was embarrassed. The secretary was looking at him, and the people in the office there were looking at him, their own Oga, calling another person Oga. So Austin was so excited. The next thing was, Austin said, you don't look like somebody in the office who works in the office. So he asked me to write an application for advance loan. So advance salary.
Yes.
Which I did, and he took to the white man. The white man approved it and sent it to the accountant. The accountant approved it and they gave me money. So I went to the market and bought trousers and things. I became somebody who works in the office. So the next thing that happened, as far as I'm concerned, that is important for you, the audience, is how I got admission to the University of Wisconsin in US. A friend of mine's younger brother, they came to me and he said he was going to US. So he left. I collected his address and sent him a letter that I'm interested in coming to US because I have gathered a lot of money and enough money. I opened an account with Union Bank just in front of my office there. So the lesson here for you young ones is for you to don't eat everything that came to you. Eat the one you go eat and save for future. Because I had money saved, that opportunity came. So I went to the security gate. I asked the man, please, I want to see if I have any letter. Then as I was searching whether my mother wrote me, I saw a brown envelope inside that box. I opened it. I checked it. This University of Wisconsin, US. I told security, give me barrel. I copied the address. I went back to my office.
That letter was not for you.
No.
You only go to pick the opportunity.
Exactly. Good. I picked that opportunity. I wrote to that school. They replied me and told me what to do. And I did. They gave me admission. God. Then I was looking for visa to go. The first time I went, the man said I had to come back with an explanation of certain amounts. I did. This same my God, on that day, as I came back, I had fasted for 1 week, and I went to the barber and scraped my my head properly. I came back. So the man, the American man that was supposed to, who told me to go and collect more information on that account, I came. He called my name. I came with my briefcase as I put it down to bring my documents and the letter. Behind him, it was Halloween in America. So one of them was a mask.
Yes.
And was coming like a ghost behind him. So the moment he came near and he turned, he screamed. Everybody laughed, and that lightened him up. God did it. He laughed. He wasn't so strict and this thing. He looked at my document. He said, Dan, you're welcome to US.
Bass.
He stamped it. That's how I.
What year was it?
1975.
75.
Then I came back, gathered myself, went to, I bought my ticket, prepared. January 6, 1976. My people who thought I was joking, they followed me in convoy with my friends and my neighbors. They want to see whether they'll send me back.
They followed me
to the airport.
Did you see?
So
maybe they see whether I lie. This man is lying.
Yes, I got there. They passed me through. When I entered this, I was waving them
from the glass.
From the distance. Then I entered. All of them went
back home.
Back home.
With surprise.
So I was in US. I didn't have more money to pay school fees. For 1 year, I was managing myself because already I had paid first term school fees, accommodation, and my transport.
Yeah.
So I got to US, University of Wisconsin. Then I saw that place. It was not a place that I have opportunity to work. Then this my friend's young brother called me. I should come to Nebraska. That opportunity is there to work and go to school. That's how I transferred back. I spent 1 semester in Wisconsin. So I came back to this place, and then I started working. And I started doing this. I started doing this. You know. Then I got married to an American.
Okay.
Then I got a green card.
Okay.
So after a while, before I married her, I told her parents, I said, if she want to come to Nigeria, fine. If she doesn't want, I must go back home. So they were aware
that you want to come back.
So at the end, I left Nebraska and came to Denver, Colorado. For that 1 year, I worked. I worked to prepare myself to come home because I know there is nobody that will give me money and nobody will do anything for me. That's how I came back. So when I came back to do my NYSC, I was in the office of NYSC at Surulere. Then the personnel manager, group personnel manager of Federal Palace that was there before I left, he saw me, he said, what are you doing here? I thought you were in US. I said, I came back. I'm doing NYSC. He took me to the Oga of the NYSC. Deployed him back to Federal Palace. He's a good man. That's how they brought me back to Federal Palace. So I did my NYSC. As soon as I finished my NYSC, they returned me. That's how I started working. Then I saw my wife.
There at Federal
Palace. They had a shop. She was working in that one of those shops, like that Mama Yemi.
Yes.
Their own shop is different. So I saw her. She was facing the other way. Something inside of me said, "That's your wife."
Chai. Love at first sight.
I didn't see her face, so I didn't see just her back. So I was walking. I passed her. I said, "Well done, oh." You know, she smiled and that her face was beautiful. It was wonderful.
Yes.
I said, "This one." Me and you, we go share.
Why your child?
So that's how I saw my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
later on, we got married.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved out from. They gave me accommodation inside the Federal Palace.
Yes, because of your level.
Yes. So I was there in the staff quarter.
Yeah.
Then when this whole thing happened,
Mm.
my daughter,
Mm.
and then we moved to First Stack.
Now, when you saw when you came back from the US
Mm.
and you saw your madam, did it ever occur to you that you will get married to somebody from outside your Abia or from Biafra? You want to go outside? Did you come up with that idea that if I want to get married, I must marry? No, I must marry somebody who is Igbo born. Do you have that when you grow up or when you were in the US, when you want to get to come
See,
up?
I had 3 people in mind.
Good.
When I came back, I looked at the 2 of them, nothing. They were not what I thought they would be.
No.
So
The expectation was not met.
was not there. So the one that I saw was good, morally good.
Yeah.
She was not the kind of person that I would want to spend the rest of my life.
Yeah.
She's already matured. So many things. She has her own lifestyle. She wants to control people under her. Yeah. So I said no. So before I met my wife, God has already captured me. I became born again.
Before then. Okay.
So it was God that was directing me.
Okay.
So when I saw her and everything went well, as soon as I married her, the federal government sold the hotel to Hebrew.
Yeah.
So I knew that was for me to come and collect my wife and go. That's why I came back to that place.
Okay.
So when I went to First Stack, I got a job in the bank. I was in the bank. Then I had good things coming to me. And my wife was that kind of a person that appreciates good things.
Also.
So ever since then, she has grown with me and my children.
Yeah.
And then at a point, I retired. It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
She has been taking good care of me.
Yeah.
God has been using her to keep me till today.
That's life after retirement. What can you tell us life after retirement from the bank?
After retirement,
did you venture into anything after retirement? Maybe you want to try a business, or maybe you were called ministry or stuff like that.
Oh yes, yes. I made investments.
Okay.
And those investments were paying. At a point, government closed one of them, the most important one. I was not happy about that. By then, I had already made up my mind that I wasn't going to work or do anything. I was going into full-time ministry. Then that's why I came to you, Abifa.
You still remember the story?
This portion of land, you said go and start the church there.
Yes,
you weren't here.
Yes.
It was a barren land. I started the church here.
Oh God.
And so my wife and my children, we did and evangelized, and this place was always crowded. We had church. And but now God says, He told me personally, one-on-one, He said you should stop it. He gave me another assignment.
Okay.
And that assignment is what I'm doing to you today.
Thank God. Thank God.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. While we are rounding up, because I know the viewers have listened to you, they picked more than 1, 2, 3 things from your experience.
Let me just put this. Please try to save. That's one word I want you to take home. That word is called frugality.
We are coming to that.
Huh?
We are coming to that.
Okay.
Now, as viewers watching you, we have a part of viewers, we have government officials, we have youth. What advice will you give government, President Nigeria, and Nigerian youth? There are two questions in one. I will not go
Government of Nigeria
yes,
and
and the youth. When I mean youth, you know youth, sir.
yes. For government of Nigeria,
Yes, sir.
by the way, Tinubu,
Mm.
we were together in US,
My God.
and we came back almost the same time. But he left his wife in US.
Yes.
He came back. I got a job at Federal Palace.
Okay.
Mark Wambara started banking.
Yeah.
He started with mobile.
Yeah,
Mobile.
oil, yes.
So we were three. We were very close.
Including the former Senate president you're talking about?
No, that the younger brother.
The younger brother, okay?
The Mark, I mean Adolphus.
Adolphus is the former
the
former
Senate
president.
Senate
Yes,
president. He was in the foreign service
okay.
in New York.
Okay.
That's how his brother came to meet him and then studied in MIT in US.
Yes.
So Tinubu,
yeah,
when he started
his excellency, sir.
His excellency.
Yes,
when he started this politics,
you are friends, though. My notes, but finally,
he came to Federal Palace and he told me, he said, if you don't respect me, I will be the governor of this state.
He told you that then?
He told me that. So I said, when I see you, I will respect you. Don't worry.
Let's wait for the time.
We laughed. And people, my father-in-law said, why don't you go? When he became governor, why don't you go? Let him give you I said, I know him. He won't do it. He won't. He's a khaki, or you call it cocky.
Cocky, okay.
American slang. So that's how. That's a question you asked me.
Yes, President, I said, which advice would you give?
Give to Nigeria. We have a mistake that is already done. He took that rash decision of breaking
the
oil, or what do you call it?
Subsidy stuff.
Subsidy without a proper background work. Now that it's done, the mistake is done. Every policy he's making, he should try and consult people, experts from that area.
On the field.
He should not depend on those ones he called his boys.
Expatriates.
In the when he was governor. They worked well.
Yes.
But Lagos is not Nigeria. Nigeria has so many cultures and everything. It's a difficult place. So anyway, he's moving. He's moving.
Thank you, sir.
The young man, please endure. Because anything that is not, he didn't experience difficulty, you will not respect it and you will not enjoy it. Just like America. America went through tough times before America became what it is today. So for you young men, this is your time. If you don't do the best you know you can do, time waits for nobody. Very soon you get old. Find out what you are called to do or to be. Find out what you're interested in doing. And pray to God. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Everything will fall in place for you. He that made me who I am, he will make you also who you will be for him. My life is different from your own, but I'm advising you that the only way you can understand who you are and succeed in life is to give your life to Jesus Christ. You can never be disadvantaged. It doesn't matter whatever you're going through. Please, try to save money so that opportunity, when it comes, you will take it. If you're not prepared and opportunity comes, there is nothing you can do about it. Get ready. That's my advice to you.
Thank you, Vias. For the last question, I want to give you, sir. You were 80 January 15th. No, January,
January 10.
January 10.
Look, let me remove my cap.
You were 80 years.
Yes.
That's a wonderful one. And you are looking good. Now, sir, you will clock 90, you will clock 100, you will go at the right time where God says you have tried. What do you want the whole world to remember you for?
Well, I wouldn't be the one to say, but I'm on social media.
Yes.
I preach the gospel. I encourage, especially the youths. I try as much as I can to advise you to find out or to make a relationship with God genuine, and then you do His will. I will not be longer than necessary. When it's time, I'll go. But like you asked me, what should I be remembered for? Among all the things that God has taken me through, I want to be remembered to be a servant of Jesus Christ that has done his best, like Paul said. So whatever is left is for the young ones. Remember Dan Daniels, that he wishes every young man, including my own children, well. The legacy I left behind, I will leave behind, is that you must be born again like I got born again, and then I found out the truth about life.
Thank you, viewers. We come to the end of today's program. You know, on Elders Circle like this, we come discuss lifestyle of elders. Pastor Daniels is already 80, going to 81. He has come with wisdom. He has told us a lot of story, how he started from the village to Biafra, to Lagos, to the United States, coming back, and today he's a man of God. He's a man of respect. We appreciate you for watching, taking your time and your data to watch us. We encourage you to share this video because this is a lesson to learn from our elders. Next time again, I will come with another beautiful elders. Come and listen to them. Their story live. Also, we have noticed that majority of those who view our videos are not subscribers. Kindly, it doesn't cost you anything. Kindly subscribe to our video and click the share button. Share our comments. Pass our comments. Thank you for being with us. I agree, your regular host, Abifab. Faboya Bidemi Abifab. Thank you. Bye for now.